The journey into the digital unknown starts right here. Real tech, real talk.
Hey, everyone! Have you ever wondered what the future of technology looks like? Not just faster smartphones or cooler gadgets, but a complete game changer that could rewrite the rules of computing as we know it? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the mind-blowing world of quantum computing. What is it? How does it work? And most importantly, is it really the future we've all been waiting for? Whether you're a tech geek or just curious about what's next, I'm going to break it all down in a way that's easy to understand and super exciting. By the end of this, you'll have a clear picture of why quantum computing is creating such a buzz and whether it's set to transform our world. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's explore this futuristic tech together. You're not going to want to miss this. Imagine your regular computer as a librarian who searches through every book in a library one by one to find an answer. Now, picture a quantum computer as a magical librarian who can read every book at once. That's the kind of mind-bending difference quantum computing brings to the table. Unlike traditional computers that use bits, zeros and ones, to process information, quantum computers use quantum bits, or qubits, which can be 0, 1, or both at the same time thanks to a property called superposition. This means they can tackle multiple calculations simultaneously, making them insanely powerful for certain tasks. For example, if you're trying to crack a complex code, a regular computer might take years, while a quantum computer could do it in seconds. They also use another weird quantum trick called entanglement, where qubits are linked so that the state of one affects the others, no matter how far apart they are. It's like having two magic dice that always roll the same number, even if one's on Earth and the other's on Mars. This unique way of processing information is why quantum computers could solve problems that are practically impossible for traditional machines, from designing new medicines to predicting climate patterns. Quantum computing might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's already starting to make waves in the real world. Companies and researchers are using it to tackle problems that regular computers struggle with. For instance, in the medical field, quantum computers are helping scientists simulate complex molecules to discover new drugs faster than ever before. Imagine a world where we can find cures for diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's in a fraction of the time it takes now. That's the kind of impact we're talking about. In logistics, companies like Volkswagen are experimenting with quantum algorithms to optimize traffic flow in busy cities, potentially reducing congestion and saving millions in fuel costs. Even the finance world is jumping on board, with banks using quantum computing to analyze massive datasets and make smarter investment decisions. These early applications show that quantum computing isn't just a cool idea, it's already proving its worth in practical, everyday scenarios, and we're only scratching the surface of what it can do. Cybersecurity. If you've ever worried about your online data being hacked, quantum computing might be both a hero and a villain in that story. On one hand, quantum computers could break the encryption methods we use today, like those protecting your bank account or emails. Most modern encryption relies on math problems that take traditional computers billions of years to solve, but a powerful quantum computer could crack them in minutes. Sounds scary, right? But here's the flip side, quantum computing also offers new ways to protect data. Researchers are developing quantum cryptography, which uses the strange rules of quantum mechanics to create unbreakable codes. For example, quantum key distribution lets two people share a secret key in a way that any eavesdropper would be instantly detected. Think of it like a lock that screams if someone tries to pick it. This dual nature of quantum computing means it's pushing the cybersecurity world to evolve, forcing us to rethink how we keep our digital lives safe while opening doors to ultra-secure communication in the future. Artificial intelligence is already changing our lives, from voice assistants to self-driving cars, but quantum computing could take AI to a whole new level. Training AI models requires crunching massive amounts of data, which can take days or even weeks on traditional computers. Quantum computers, with their ability to process information at lightning speed, could make this process way faster. Imagine training an AI to recognize images or predict stock market trends in hours instead of days. Quantum computing could also improve machine learning algorithms by finding patterns in data that regular computers miss. For example, a quantum-powered AI could analyze medical scans to detect diseases with pinpoint accuracy or help scientists understand complex systems like weather patterns. This synergy between quantum computing and AI is like giving a superhero a jetpack. It's making something already powerful even more incredible, and it could lead to breakthroughs we can't even imagine yet. As the world grapples with climate change, quantum computing could be a secret weapon in building a greener future. Traditional computers struggle with simulating complex systems like chemical reactions or weather patterns, but quantum computers are built for that kind of heavy lifting. For example, they could help design more efficient batteries for electric cars by simulating how different materials interact at the atomic level. Imagine a battery that charges in minutes and lasts for hundreds of miles. Quantum computing could make that a reality. It could also optimize renewable energy systems, like figuring out the best way to position solar panels or wind turbines to maximize energy output. Even in agriculture, quantum computers could analyze soil data to create smarter farming practices, reducing waste and environmental impact. By solving problems that are too complex for regular computers, quantum computing is giving us new tools to fight climate change and build a more sustainable world. Before you get too excited, let's talk about the reality check. Quantum computing isn't ready to take over the world just yet. Building a stable quantum computer is like trying to balance a house of cards in a windstorm. Qubits are incredibly sensitive, and even tiny changes in temperature or vibrations can cause errors, a problem called quantum decoherence. Scientists are working hard to make qubits more stable, but we're still years away from having quantum computers that can run reliably at scale. Plus, they're not going to replace your laptop anytime soon. Quantum computers are great for specific tasks, like solving complex math problems or simulating molecules, but for everyday stuff like browsing the internet or writing emails, your regular computer is still the way to go. The good news? Companies like IBM, Google, and startups like Rigetti are pouring billions into quantum research, and they're making progress every day. So, while quantum computing is still in its early stages, it's like a rocket being built. Once it's ready, it's going to soar. Now, let's dream big. If quantum computing lives up to its potential, it could reshape our society in ways we can barely predict. Think about how the internet changed everything: communication, shopping, entertainment. Quantum computing could be just as transformative. It could lead to new industries we haven't even thought of yet, like quantum-based materials science that creates super strong, lightweight materials for everything from airplanes to medical devices. It could also democratize access to advanced technology, as cloud-based quantum computing services let small businesses and researchers tap into this power without needing their own quantum computer. But there's a flip side. It could widen the gap between countries or companies that have access to quantum tech and those that don't, creating new inequalities. And let's not forget the ethical questions, like how do we regulate quantum-powered AI or ensure quantum cryptography doesn't fall into the wrong hands? The future of quantum computing is a mix of incredible possibilities and big challenges, and it's up to us to steer it in the right direction. Alright, let's wrap this up. Quantum computing is no longer just a sci-fi dream, it's a real technology that's already solving problems, from drug discovery to cybersecurity, and it's poised to revolutionize AI, green tech, and even society itself. But it's not perfect yet, and we've got a long way to go before it's part of our everyday lives. So, is quantum computing the future? It's looking like a pretty big piece of it, with the power to change how we solve problems and imagine what's possible. What do you think? Does this tech excite you, or does it feel a little intimidating? Maybe you're curious about how it'll shape your life in the next decade. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Have you heard about quantum computing before, or is this your first dive into it? If you loved this deep dive, give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who's curious about the future of tech. Stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content.